Hey guys, my name is Ashvin, and today I'm going to be talking about a new course that I created on Udemy called Intro to Embedded Machine Learning. This is a course that I've really wanted to create because, first of all, I value online learning, and especially after the pandemic hit, online learning has been really prevalent in our society, and I think it's the way our society will be educated going forward. And also, I'm just really passionate about embedded systems, machine learning, and embedded machine learning, which is a up and coming field of the combination of the two of them, where you can actually run machine learning models on small embedded systems. And finally, just the fact that embedded ML is a up and coming field and it's new, there's not a lot of educational content on it already. As you can tell, if you just look up embedded ML on Udemy's website, the course that I created is actually the first one that pops up. So it kind of shows that, hey, there's not a lot of courses that really teach embedded ML, at least on Udemy. And even if you Google Intro to Embedded ML, the course that it released a week ago has already made it to the front page, so you can actually find it just by a quick Google search. So the fact that I made the course and the fact that it has almost 350 plus students and quite a few reviews and a decent rating already kind of shows me that this course has been a success so far, and there really wasn't a lot of educational material on it prior. So hopefully by me creating this course, it fills that void and allows beginners who haven't really had experience in embedded systems, machine learning, or any kind of coding experience at all to get a good glimpse of what embedded ML can be in a fun and intuitive way, not a very getting your hands dirty with coding type of way. So this is the course landing page, and here the student can see like the stuff that they would learn, the description of the course, the modules that they would go through to complete the course, and if they want to review it. I'm glad that it already has 50% 5 stars, which is great, and then a bit about me as well. So let me go ahead and log in because I'm already enrolled in this course because I am the instructor, and it'll show you how the course would look if you actually go ahead and try to take it. But before I jump in through each of these modules and quickly go through all of those, let me just kind of show you how the course has been doing so far and some of the stats behind it. So it released, I I uploaded it and tried to publish it 2 weeks ago, and a week ago it got approved by the Udemy staff, and it's been live ever since. So it got a huge jump here. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe got promoted by Udemy or something. But in general, it's been getting quite a few students and quite a bit of engagement almost every day. And if you go to students, you can see a bit more about where the students are coming in from. Yes, I can see all of the students and when they enrolled. And I like this graph because it shows you where most of the students are enrolling from. So United States and India, they happen to be the top two places, and a lot of English speakers. And it's really cool. This website really gives you, and Udemy's tools really give you a lot of insight on how to make your course better, how to make it more accessible for other students. But let me go ahead and explain the actual content of the course, just to show you what work has been done in actually creating the course. So I start off by an introduction where it explains what embedded ML is, kind of shows you the importance of IoT, gives a brief introduction of me myself. I included the Siri logo because this is pretty much the perfect example of embedded ML to a beginner. And to those of you who don't know embedded ML is essentially like a machine learning code or model that you can put in an embedded system. And even though you might not hear that term every day, you definitely use it every day, especially in wake words such as Hey Siri or OK Google or Alexa. Those are all words that you can use as wake words, and the embedded ML model in your iPhone or your smart device would be able to pick it up and detect that, hey, you're saying something. So let me turn it on. Yeah, so I explained that. I explained a bit of a past project that I did, which was an acoustic event detection model. And I talk about like, we'll be able to do this by the end of the course. This right here, that took me 6 months, you'll be able to do that easily within within an hour by the end of the course. So trying to really get them interested in this topic and try to promote them to go ahead and take this course if they want to. So I divided the course into 3 modules: embedded systems, machine learning, and tiny ML. And all of these are theoretical based. So I have lectures in each of them, and I have quizzes for each lecture. And I end the course off with a very fun and unique experience where the student gets to create their own embedded ML project, and it can be their own unique embedded ML project as well. So it gives them a lot of freedom there. So let me just quickly run through the embedded systems module first. So I talk about what an embedded system is, how an example of embedded systems look like, a block diagram, and then I kind of just follow the same format that you would find in a textbook. So it would explain microcontrollers first, then microprocessor, CPU, ROM, the PC, which is the program counter, the stack. So these are all things that I use every day in my own job as a software engineer at a semiconductor company. So I pretty much chose the topics that I found really important for actual engineers to know and included that instead of just putting an entire textbook out. And then I really try to mend everything together at the end by throwing this ARM example that kind of combines all of the ROM and RAM and the processor, microcontroller, the PC, the stack, and kind of shows you how they all interact with each other. And then I won't go into all of the quizzes, but I essentially show them just ask them questions based on the content that they learn in the lecture prior. So there's a lot of cool questions that I added here, a lot of unique questions as well that I took some time to create myself and had some fun with as well. Next is debugging. I talked about non-intrusive, minimally intrusive, and intrusive debugging tools and methods, and actually showed them examples that I use at work as well. So I really tried to bring in my real world experience into this learning experience for the students. And I quizzed about debugging. Threads, I also go into just a bit, talking about interrupts, which is an essential part of embedded systems, and then a quiz that talks about what is a main thread and what is an interrupt thread. And then next, I talk about machine learning. Machine learning, I give more of an overview of and not go into too many specifics. I talk about what is machine learning, a bit about the history, the types of ML, the 3 types: unsupervised, supervised, and reinforcement learning. And then I have a basic quiz on this as well. And then I really jump into one of the learnings, not all of them, just because this is learning that we're going to be using in the final embedded ML project. So I really wanted to kind of give them a taste of what we're going to be doing before we actually jump into it. So I added some more materials, some more visuals, and also, similar to all the other lectures, added a quiz. And then tiny ML, this is a nice section because this is a field that not a lot of people know, but is absolutely essential if you want to be an embedded ML engineer. So I talk about this new topic and just give them a couple of resources as well, so that if they want to really get into the details of TinyML, they can go ahead and look at it here as well. I have a quiz, and I do like some of the questions I created, because some of them I had fun with. Like I created this use case example of like, how could TinyML be used over here? And they would have to really use their critical thinking skills to say that, okay, it's not about the weight, it's not about the resolution, but it's about the space that they can save and actually store higher resolution photos because of that. And then finally, I show them a quick video that gets them ready for the final project. And the final project, I won't get into it, but it really describes how to create your own ML model by collecting your own data first, gathering, labeling all the data, and then creating a machine learning model using Edge Impulse, which is a company that partners with Silicon Labs, which is a company that I work for. And I pretty much give a whole tutorial on how to create their own model and deploy it on their own iPhone or their microcontroller of their choosing, and they would be able to see the results. So yeah, this is the embedded ML project, the project-based learning, and then I conclude with the conclusion, which shows them how to progress forward in this field. And if they are interested in embedded ML, then how an actual embedded ML in the field looks like and what you would expect to learn and what you would expect to be doing. So yeah, this is my course, and hopefully if anyone's interested in taking it, then I would advise them to take it. Okay, thanks y'all. Bye.